Did you know an $85 speeding ticket in New Jersey can cause your Massachusetts license to get suspended for 60 days? I'm attorney Mike Contant. Let me tell you about what happened to a client of mine recently. They were traveling in New Jersey a couple months ago visiting family on vacation. On the way home, they got pulled over in New Jersey for going 10 miles over the speed limit. The officer gave him an $85 ticket. It wasn't worth fighting, so he just decided to pay it. A couple months later, he gets a notice in the mail from the Massachusetts registry saying that his license in Massachusetts is being suspended for 60 days because of that $85 ticket from New Jersey. The problem is that the registries in most of the country, they all talk to each other. They have reciprocity, and they report violations that happen in other states back to the Massachusetts registry and vice versa. They all use this coding system, and this coding system has limited descriptors for what they can do. In New Jersey, a very low-level traffic ticket is often referred to on their books as careless operation. It's code M81 in this book, and it was on the notice that my client received. Careless driving in Massachusetts, there is no such thing as careless driving. There are other statutes such as operating to endanger and reckless operation, which are both criminal offenses, and they carry a 60-day loss of license for a conviction. So the Massachusetts registry, they don't get to hear about what actually happened. They don't get a police report. They don't get any descriptor except that code which says careless and improper driving or operation of a motor vehicle. They take that, they apply the Massachusetts equivalent as they're supposed to, and that is, the closest thing is negligent operation or reckless operation, which carries, like I said, a 60-day loss of license. Because of that, you can lose your license for that period of time. Now, it's not that easy to get it back, even though it seems like it'd be a pretty simple mistake. What you have to do is go to the registry of motor vehicles, get a hearing before a hearings officer, have that person basically tell you, no, we can't do anything, and then take an appeal before the Insurance Board of Appeals or the Registry Board of Appeals in Massachusetts. The problem is it's very hard to get before the Registry Board of Appeals in Massachusetts in any short period of time to get an expedited hearing. Chances are, even if you can get it rushed through, you'll have served most or a lot of that suspension long before you ever get heard before the Board of Appeals to try and get your license reinstated for this minor offense. Keep in mind that if you do drive on the suspended license, even though it seems like a mistake, you can be punished with a further criminal violation here in Massachusetts for operating on a suspended license. So it's really important if you get pulled over in another state that you pay careful attention to what you're getting cited for and whether or not it could have some ramifications on your Massachusetts license. Currently, did a little digging into this and currently found that there are 23 states out there that report to Massachusetts convictions for what they call careless driving, which is this M81, code. And of those, the most common that report to Massachusetts are New Jersey, Florida, Arkansas, Kentucky, Minnesota, Montana, and Virginia. So particularly if you get pulled over for speeding or some other minor traffic violation in those states, you got to be really careful to make sure you're not paying a ticket and getting hit with a conviction in Massachusetts for what they call careless operation, which will cause your license to get suspended. So if you have any questions about this or anything related to motor vehicle law or anything like that, please feel free to give me a call, shoot me an email, or leave me a comment below the video. All right? Thanks a lot. Have a great day.